Hey everyone, this is Daniel from FitnessBlender.com, and today I'm going to be taking you through a chest-specific strength training routine. Now, how we're going to do this, we have 5 different versions of a push-up to go through, so you're not going to need any equipment whatsoever except for an optional exercise mat. And how we're going to do this is 30 seconds for each form of that push-up. In between that form, you have a 30-second break to kind of let yourself recover a little bit before you go right back into that next version. So how we're going to do this is some of the exercises are a left side, right side. So each one of those is also going to have a 30 seconds on left, 30 seconds on right before we move to the next. Again, a 30-second break in between all of those as well. So once we're done with the whole thing, you can either go back through it if you have anything left in that chest. Otherwise, just one time through should be enough to really kill those chest muscles and get them nice and sore for the next day. If you haven't done a warm-up, you need to get at least a little bit of a warm-up in to kind of get those chest muscles warmed up, get the blood flowing around through that shoulder joint, through those arms and chest. So go ahead and do that right now if you haven't already. Otherwise, I'm going to be starting into this in just a second. All right, let's go and get ready for our first exercise. Now, this one's going to be a single leg push-up. This is done in relatively the same position as a traditional push-up. The only difference is those feet are going to be set really nice and wide apart. And you're going to have one leg up off the ground. So if you lift that leg up off the ground, it actually causes your weight to shift onto that side. So if you lift your left leg, your weight shifts to your left side, that left arm. If you lift your right leg, it shifts to the right arm. And what that does is basically causes more of your body weight to actually be pushed by one side of your chest versus the other. So that's why we're doing left and right. So if you want a little bit more information about this, make sure you read the description below. I'll be kind of describing each one of these exercises as best I can as we go through them, but you'll get a lot more information out of the description, so make sure you go read that first, or at least get a good idea after you've done it. So the first exercise is going to be a single leg push-up. So let's go ahead and get that one started. Get my timer started up here. So out in a full push-up position. Remember, on those hands and those knees, hands and toes, hands out nice and wide, one leg up, start it up, nice and low down to the ground. Try to get a full range of motion. Remember, like I said, the wider those feet go, the more weight is going to shift, the harder it's going to be to do the push-up. So you can actually get to the point where you're pretty much doing a single arm push-up with this if you get those feet wide enough apart. Just keep that motion going, nice flat back. Remember, try to do as many as you possibly can. And let it relax. Those arms release. You can do the same exact thing on the opposite side this next time. So make sure you lift that opposite leg, same exact position. Try to make sure you get the same number of repetitions done. All right, just try to breathe, let it relax. We've got a nice long rest here. Try to let your body recover as much as possible before you start on the next one, since we're hitting those same muscles over and over and over again. So just try to let them stretch out, let them release. All right, let's go and get ready. And start them up. That opposite leg comes up. Nice full range of motion. Keep those lungs open. Keep that back flat. Keep those hips in line. Straight line from shoulder to ankle. Just keeping it going. Try not to let those hips tilt. And let that one relax. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next exercise, which is going to be a wide push-up. So both those feet on the ground, feet nice and close together. You want those hands a little bit wider than you would for a traditional push-up. So a little bit outside of that elbow. So you want them actually stretched out pretty far. Should make that chest have to stretch just a little bit more. It's a little bit different part of that chest. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready. So outside of that elbow, and start it up. Remember, try to do as many as you can. If you have to stop, that's perfectly fine. Give yourself a couple of seconds, and then jump right back into it. Try to keep that form nice and solid. Let that one relax. We're moving on to the next one, which is going to be a staggered hand push-up. So this one, your hands are going to be kind of one on top of the other. One's in more of a traditional push-up position. The other one's going to be down nice and low by your hip or by that waist. All right, so you're doing this left side, right side. So the first one, left hand down by your hip, right hand up nice and high, or vice versa, whichever your dominant side is. So let's go ahead and get ready. Hand up nice and high, one down nice and low. Keep those lungs open. The hand that's up in front by your face, your fingers are facing towards your nose. The hand that's down low by your hip, fingers are facing down towards your toes. Yikes. And let that relax. All right, so you've got left and right on that one, so we're doing the same thing again. Just switch the position of those hands. So remember, hand up by your face, fingers are facing kind of in towards your nose. Hand down by your waist, to be pointing down towards your toes, or more down towards those toes. All right, make sure you set it up in the opposite direction you did last time. Start up. Really focus on trying to keep that back nice and flat. Know those arms are starting to get nice and tired. Keep pushing through it. Ouch. Oh, yeah, let that relax. All right, moving on to our next one. This is gonna be a tricep push-up. So hands nice and close in, elbows tucked to your sides. You want to have those hands kind of right underneath the base of your rib cage, or right where that xiphoid process is, right where the dip is underneath that rib cage. So really, really close underneath your body. You ready? And start up. Whew, man, they're already tired. Oh, I have to switch to a half version, so on those knees, make it a little bit easier for me, otherwise I'm not going to be able to get through it. Just keep going the hardest version you can. If you can do it off your toes, then definitely do it off your toes, but only if you can keep clean form. Yeah. Whew. Relax, I didn't get a whole lot done on that one. All right, we got one more exercise to go, but this is a left and right, so we've got 2 rounds of it. We're doing a side push-up, so lay it on your side. I'm gonna start with my left side first, since it's my weaker side. Left hand is gonna be placed in front of your right shoulder. Right arm is gonna be tucked close to your stomach, grabbing across your rib cage. Then you're gonna try to push your shoulders off the ground as best you can. It's gonna be really hard. Start up. Oh. So this one's to focus on the center line of that chest. You're gonna feel it a lot in that tricep, the back of that arm. But you wanna feel it to the center line of that chest. All right, so switch around the other side. So the last one. Same exact position. This time your left arm's wrapped around your stomach. Right hand's up by that shoulder. Try to get as many as you can. Same, try to match the other side at least. Almost ready. And start it. Press it up. Nice full range of motion. The closer you keep those knees tucked in, the harder it's going to be because you can't use leverage. If you use leverage, you can actually kind of kick those feet up to help you get up. Just keep pushing through it. Almost done. And let it relax. Whew, man. I don't know about you, but I can already feel it in my chest, especially my tricep. So that's gonna be a really nice chest-specific routine to do at home. Now you don't want to do just your chest by itself, so make sure you balance it out by doing some upper back work a little bit later today, or at least tomorrow. You never want to work just one side of your body. So if you don't have quite enough of that tired, dead feeling in your chest and tricep yet, just start back over, do the whole thing again. Otherwise, you're done for your chest. Move on to another body part. Thanks for watching, and this workout is complete. See you guys next time.